everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of the Direct Line Development Video Blog Series. Today, we're going to be talking about which is better, pay-per-click or SEO. So, you've got yourself a website. Whether you hired a professional website developer company to create it or simply made it yourself, one thing holds true no matter what. You want people to see it. Different businesses have different online goals. For some, visibility means providing a useful resource for current clients to find relevant information about services they currently receive from you. For others, the website is to serve as a key marketing tool to increase the amount of business that the company does in general. Whether the end goal be sales, calls, requests, subscriptions, or what have you, you will soon be faced with the choice of how to drive more traffic to your site and boost the results it produces. And this choice is not as simple as it first may appear. There are all sorts of creative and effective ways to optimize your website and receive the best results. But the methods you choose will depend not only on the type of website you have, but also the amount of working capital you have to pull from, the amount of time that you're willing to wait for results, the nature of your company's work in general as well. Today, we're going to explore the two main online marketing techniques that you can use to increase the amount of traffic brought to your website and elevate your rank, both online and in your industry. We'll begin first with the pay-per-click method and follow this with search engine optimization. Both methods have their pros and cons, but choosing the best option for you is important for both your company and your wallet. So let's start with what is pay-per-click. Pay-per-click, also abbreviated simply as PPC, is exactly what it sounds like. Companies simply purchase words or phrases that, when searched by users online, bring links to their website at the top of the search result listings. Right now, the largest platform on which clicks are sold and advertisements are posted is Google AdWords. Even if you aren't familiar with the formal name, you've inevitably seen it in action. Think backwards to your last search in Google, probably only a few minutes ago. For many keywords and phrases that you search for, you'll see the word ad written underneath them in the links in the top positions. This is Google AdWords' heart at work. Today, more than 95% of Google's revenue comes from Google AdWords, but competition is always on the rise. Facebook has been searching for new ways to expand into this realm and has seriously revamped its online marketing platform. While Google holds a strong lead for now, Facebook will soon give it a run for its money. Be sure to keep an eye out. While pay-per-click PPC sounds overtly simple, it is its complexity that gives it the results that one is looking for. You don't just simply purchase the phrase search engine optimization company in Philadelphia and then the world sees your ad every time they log into Google. There are instead a variety of parameters that users choose from in order to refine the breadth of their ad. These parameters also affect the price. First, you select where you wish your ad to appear geographically. For instance, if you're an SEO and online marketing company in Philadelphia, it really makes no sense to extend the reach of your ad to appear to users all the way in California, unless, of course, that is your targeted audience. Instead, you would most likely like to have the range of your ad include the city of Philadelphia itself as well as the surrounding suburbs. PPC systems will usually allow you to select specific regions or a certain mile radius from a central location. Now, you can choose who specifically sees your ads based on their particular interest. Without trudging too deeply into the data mining ethics debate, search engines and websites are able to learn frequent users' interests based on what they're searching for and what sites they visit. Again, you've likely been subjected to this form of online marketing if you visit a website that sells shoes. You probably notice an increase in the amount of online ads displaying shoes for the next few days or so. By selecting certain criteria through which you filter your viewers, you can assure that your page will only be displayed to those likely to have a genuine interest in what your company offers. This helps you save money by honing in on your target audience. While we could explain each and every one of the particular settings and filters with which you can adjust your PPC campaign, suffice it to say that there are tons of different options and combinations of options that you can work with, such as age, gender, time of day, season, etc., any demographics you're looking for. This all sounds great and lucrative. To be sure, but the options you select as well as the competitiveness of the words and phrases you choose can quickly bid up the cost of your campaign. If you're a niche business with limited competition, your list of words and phrases probably won't cost you too much. If, however, you are in an industry with many different competitors, all buying up the same words and phrases, targeting the same audience, there are many different words and phrases relevant to your company, it would be totally normal for one click to cost more than $100. So, shifting from pay-per-click, let's move into what is SEO. If you're familiar with our video blog and our website, you know that we have already written and made videos extensively on what SEO is comprised of and the various intricacies of the search engine optimization realm. For more detailed information, go back through our videos that you'll find links to in the description and on the side. To find bountiful knowledge to be found there. To avoid redundancy, we'll simply outline the main points of SEO. Search engine optimization is a series of sophisticated techniques by which professional web development team organizes both the design and the code of a website in such a way that is received by Google as the most relevant website for a variety of keywords and phrases. This is not paid advertising, but organic promotion. In other words, if a user were to search for something such as local website optimization company in Philadelphia, the top result would be there naturally, and users would simply click it because the best position in Google are deemed to be the most relevant. So let's talk a little bit about the advantages and disadvantages of PPC versus SEO. As you now know, PPC and SEO are the two main ways to drive traffic to your website. While both of these methods clearly have their advantages, nothing is perfect, and each has its drawbacks. It's important that the business owner understands what the differences between the two are and what they mean to you. So we'll begin with pay-per-click pros and cons. Number one, you can very easily select and modify who sees your ads and who does not. And you can start and stop your PPC campaign at any moment, and you yourself can cap the budget. Now, let's list a few of the cons of pay-per-click. It can be very expensive, and you must pay every time your ad is clicked. Once you stop paying, your ads stop running. As a rule, the traffic you receive through PPC methodology is substandard at best. The failure rate hovers around 70 to 80%. For many oversaturated industries, PPC is simply not a feasible tool because the costs of each click are so high that it frankly just far outweighs the benefits that you can get from it. Unless you're an online professional marketing company, managing a PPC campaign on your own will drain your bank account, guaranteed. Finally, your ads can simply blend together with all the others, whether it be for your competitors or non-relevant advertisers. It's worth noting that Google is seriously struggling with this issue. So now, let's move on to SEO. Pros and cons, starting with the pros. SEO work that is done well typically lasts 1 to 2 years and will continue to produce the results well after that. It is significantly cheaper compared with pay-per-click campaigns conducted for the same goals. Also, there is a higher level of trust amongst potential visitors since they see that your position at the top is the result of organic relevance. Finally, with SEO, there's usually much better traffic, for which both the conversion rate is higher and the bounce rate is lower. So now, let's list a few cons of SEO. The result of SEO work must take time to compound and grow, with the first significant results appearing around 6 to 8 months after the campaign begins. If you do not allow professionals to handle your campaign, you may get the opposite of what you want. That is, instead of having the highest rank in Google, you may actually fall from where you originally started. So now that we've stepped into both of these territories, let's talk about how to combine pay-per-click with search engine optimization. Those of you with the right intuition may see where we're going with this. One brings about immediate results, while the other takes time to grow and compound. The ideal scenario would be to begin both campaigns at the same time. You offset the slow start of SEO with PPC. If you have a professional working with your pay-per-click campaign, you can actually use the results that it brings about to fund your SEO work. We always like to describe search engine optimization as a permanent adjustment strategy for your page's ranks in Google. As you see that adjustment begins to take root, you gradually reduce the money you spend on pay-per-click and let the traffic influx become more organic in nature with much higher conversion rates. You should also note that PPC is very convenient for singular or small ventures. For instance, if you're testing a new product in a specific area and want to gather statistics on its reception, seasonal sales may be worth using PPC. It's fast, it's targeted, and highly controlled spending. So, when waiting for the first results from SEO, is there an alternative to pay-per-click or PPC? Yes, of course there is. And in our opinion, this method is much more effective than PPC during this waiting period. We refer to it as marketing after development. Marketing after development is a set of tools and techniques that work in concert in order to bring high-quality traffic to your site almost immediately after it's launched. Sounds nice, right? So let's dive into the details of what marketing after development entails. So, first things first, writing daily blog articles. This is done to bring people to the site so that with the help of other tools, they can be converted into buyers instead of just visitors. Next, promoting articles on social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. So long as the articles are interesting enough to keep readers engaged, you can bring about a steady flow of inexpensive traffic. Animated e-cards for holidays and national events with your logo incorporated into the design. This is an excellent tool that not only helps you to cultivate a positive image and feeling for your brand, but also can bring about new visitors, since people are very fond of sharing such things on their own social media sites. Google and Facebook remarketing. For all those people who visit our site, we show them targeted ads through PPC for the first 30 days. Usually you'll find these short campaigns to be highly effective and fairly inexpensive. Continuous site revision, anywhere from 10 to 30 hours of development per month. As the site is initially launched and running for a little while, it's most likely the case that you will have ideas of how to improve it. These things need to be added to the site immediately. If your site is not continuously developing, it slowly dies. Next, link building. Registering your site on a variety of outlets, including catalogs, message boards, and all sorts of local businesses. You should expect not too much traffic from this method, but there will be some. But the more important part is the benefit that SEO receives from this practice. Participate in the discussions that arise from your blog posts. Even just one properly answered comment under one of your more popular articles with a link to other blog posts can lead to a huge increase in potential customers. And finally, answer questions on services such as Quora, Discuss, and Yahoo Answers. This method is another simple way to slowly but steadily provide you with an influx of inexpensive traffic. The key is to specifically answer the questions that you can provide a link to your own site in the response. If you implement all the above mentioned tools and techniques for the first several months, you can expect to see a steady influx of an increase to traffic to your site. And this traffic is targeted, making it more likely that your visitors will become customers. From our experience, since this method targets your visitors, the bounce rate is 2 times lower than any successful pay-per-click campaign. So once again, let's bring it all together. It would be a fallacy and a falsehood to claim that pay-per-click is better than SEO or vice versa, because each has different strategic purposes. However, in the long run, we do have to admit that search engine optimization does offer a more preferable outlook. But this all depends on the type of person that you are and the type of business that you run. Both of these tools can be highly effective for online marketing if done correctly. It should also be said that pay-per-click is simply the better strategy for some companies, while SEO is better for others. Again, circumstances always dictate what is best. However, combining the two will guarantee maximum efficiency of your company in its online pursuits. But we recommend that you do so only after completely understanding not only how each methodology works, but also how they will work in concert. We here at Direct Line Development offer a full range of online promotion services, including both pay-per-click and search engine optimization, as well as a combination of the two, with a little marketing after development sprinkled on top. If you're curious about how these methods could work for your business, drop us a comment in this section below, or you can reach out to us on our website, and we'll be happy to answer or give you a free audit of your site's current promotional outlook. So, thanks so much for joining us once again for another edition of the Direct Line Development Video Blog Series. We'll see you at the top. Bye-bye.